Good day, mates. This is, your bloody YouTuber, original Big Bry here, or OBB, the fucking diecast news guy, whatever you want to call it. Today, I'm going to be reviewing this mite. Alright, time to drop the Australian accent, Brian. I mean, what you are, like willpower? Speak of the devil, today, we are going to be reviewing a guy like that. It is on Willpower's 2021 Verizon 5G. I did it again. Chevy Delara for Team Penske. My goodness, man, this is one of these diecasts I've been looking forward to. I mean, when Willpower first drove the 5G scheme, last year, for the last year's Indy 500, I said, oh man, they got to make a diecast of this. A year later, and with the IndyCar season now over, by the way, congrats to Alex Palou winning the championship and Scott McLaughlin winning the Rookie of the Year. What a great IndyCar season it has been. And Willpower, man, I will talk about this longtime veteran because this guy has been around in the sport with this sponsor for quite a while now and with this team. But awesome right here, your 2014 IndyCar Series champion, and there's the back if you guys want to see that. And this beautiful packaging we got right here, also your 2018 Indy 500 champion, which I was there to witness in person, which was damn cool. But yeah, if you guys want to pause the video and look at all that stuff, because this is the only time I will be showing off the card, because we got a diecast review. And let's get off the unboxing and the diecast review of Willpower's 2021 Verizon 5G car. Alrighty, guys, we got this diecast I was boxing, and man, this is a very sharp-looking diecast, guys. I mean, we got ourselves, the first ever Verizon 5G car in diecast form. But if you guys are well aware, this car was also released in the 1/18 scale for the road course configuration, which was one of the first that came out. But when I first saw that, I was like, man, I can't wait for the 164 to come out, and it finally did. And let me tell you what, man, I'm really excited about this diecast, guys. I mean, the Verizon schemes never get old. I mean, as much as I love that metallic silver that we got, it's glad to see the black and red Verizon colors again. I mean, really brings back the memories of Willpower and his black and white Verizon car when he drove for the early days of Team Penske, especially getting his 2014 IndyCar Series championship, which was well-deserved. And then later, his 2018 Indy 500, which, still is probably... He might have been, probably so far, it has been, I will say, it is my least favorite Indy 500 I've been to, just because of just how dominant Willpower was. It was just basically the Willpower and Ed Carpenter show. It was mostly just a two-car team battle, but I tell you what, though, Willpower celebration and his wife, Liz Power, absolutely destroying water bottles. It is something else. One of the best celebrations you'll get. Probably one of the most hilarious celebrations ever. So, I don't know, just look it up and just tell me what you guys think about that in the comments down below. Because Willpower, man, is such a character. I used to not really like this guy, but, like, after these last few years, man, he has really just grown on to me. And he's quite the character, man. He quite is. He's very competitive, but I've noticed these last few years, man, I mean, Willpower, man, just... he's just perfect to be a Team Penske, man, even though he has done a lot of crazy stuff, but we'll get into that second, guys. Willpower, man, this guy, I mean, I guess you could say he definitely doesn't lack any of that, willpower. Okay, that was a stupid joke, Brian, but, I love the matte finish on this car, guys. The matte finish with the black looks sleek and stealthy. The red is bright and vibrant. I mean, goodness gracious, man. You know me, I love red and black. That's why my channel logos are that color, because this is just freaking beautiful, man. And, of course, the Penske diecast, they all come with, the chrome rims and the silver suspension, which I just absolutely love. I mean, and, of course, the Team Penske logo on the rear diffusers. But this thing just looks so good, man. And he drove this car for a full season. I think he also had some sponsorships with Car Shop as well. But it was a weird season for Willpower. I think he finished 9th in the standings, which usually is not really the best. It's been an off season. I mean, when this season first started off, Willpower has some of the worst luck I've seen in Team Penske, man. It was a weird year to start off for Team Penske. They were pretty much winless for the beginning of the season, which I was like, oh boy, that just shows you just how unpredictable the IndyCar series has become now. We got so many great young talent, and veterans like Willpower were just struggling. It's like, man, we're just seeing something. We're seeing like a new generation of IndyCar come to life, man. And this season alone was just awesome. But Willpower, man, I mean, he had so many struggles throughout this season. I mean, he was able to get at the first race, I think he finished second at Barber. So, with Palou winning that race. I mean, so it started off well for him. But the last races after that, man, I think all the way up until Road America, he finally got a podium, which was third. And then after that, came down, I think, like a few more races later, and he was able to finally get the first and only win of his career for this season, which was at the second Indianapolis Grand Prix race. And yeah, I mean, that was just crazy. And then he also had that pretty bad crash at Mid Ohio, which was just showed you just how bad his luck was. He was also to grab a NTT pole. It used to be called the Verizon P1 Award, but now NTT pole, the NTT P1 pole at Gateway, and he was able to get another podium there. So yeah, I mean, it's just been a weird season, man. He's only had 4 podiums this season, 1 DNF, and his average finish was like 12.6, which, for Team Penske, you expect better than that, man. But there's a lot of big changes coming up for Team Penske for next year. I know Pagano's definitely not going to be in Penske for next year. Will Power, I think it still is. Newgarden, definitely. And, and props to Newgarden for, being a contender for the championship, but just couldn't match with what Alex Palou did. But this Penske livery, man, I mean, some people don't really like the Penske cars because they're so basic. So this has like the similar setup as the Simon Pagano Menards, like with their stripes are. So, the stripes are kind of like what like the scallops are for the NASCARs. But like I said, the matte finish just really sells this paint scheme, and livery. That's what we call them in IndyCar, Brian. Livery. But we finally got the Will Power name right there up on top, so that is pretty damn nice. I've been waiting for that feature with the Chevrolet bow ties. But there's so many great features of this diecast, man. But like I said, the Penske diecast, and the Penske diecast just looks so great with the chrome rims and the chrome suspension and the chrome rear exhaust as well. I mean, goodness gracious, you gotta love that. Verizon number 12, Penske truck rental. Oh my God, I sound like Will Power now in his interviews. Oh, I gotta thank all the guys at Verizon for just everything they've done and their great reliability with the 5G networks, and just, my God, today just wasn't our bloody day. Oh man. But who cannot forget Will Power at New Hampshire in 2011 when he gave, the nice Andretti salute to the officials. I mean, my God. Probably know what I'm talking about because that GIF is everywhere on Twitter. But, and then my good buddy Nate knows what I'm talking about. Oh, man, you gotta love Will Power. He's one of those guys that, you hate to love. I mean, I will admit, I used to not be the biggest Will Power fan. I mean, because, every sport, you gotta have someone to hate. And for me, it was Will Power. But after meeting him so many times, he's just that's just how his personality is, man. But now it's time to start the side-by-side comparison of last year's car, which, as you can see, is a big difference. As, yeah, like I said, man, the red stands out a lot more compared to last year's car. And Will Power's name, actually, we got Power on the windshield instead of, we just got his full name, Will Power. I don't know if that's actually his real name or not, but I don't know. I don't know IndyCar drivers' personal lives. But goodness gracious, man. You got the wicker barrel right there on the 164s, which, yeah, I mean, that feature is only available on the 164s. They can't do that on the winning teams because it screws up the decaling. But Greenlight Collectibles did another fantastic job. But, yeah. But you can get this IndyCar diecast at Circle B Diecast, but you can also get it at any other local diecast dealers, including, I recommend checking out GP Diecast on eBay. They were my local diecast dealer, but since I moved, but I'll probably still order from them because, yeah, that's just a great place to order IndyCar diecast from. But I've noticed a lot more other small dealerships. I think even OSA Race Collectibles and Bench Racing also have IndyCar diecasts. So IndyCar diecasts are starting to really pop up in a lot of diecast dealers now, which I'm loving because, man, these things are cool. And for $10, you get a metal chassis, rubber tires. Oh my God. I mean, the Greenlight Collectibles has always been like this, and that's why I love it. And their quality control, sometimes it's a hit or miss, but it's not as bad as Lionel's. But, what a great looking diecast, guys. I absolutely recommend picking this up if you want a new looking Will Power diecast for your collection or for your stop motions. This is definitely the one to get right here. Definitely one of the best looking diecasts for this year, in my opinion. Because it's just the matte finish alone just looks amazing. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this diecast review of Will Power's 2021 Verizon 5G Chevrolet Dallara for Team Penske. Comment, like, subscribe, and this has been OBB, the Diecast News Guy. I will see you guys next time on another IndyCar diecast review, and my goodness, I just love IndyCars.